Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. This morning we're doing some more dividing and conquering. Lisa has got to plant her 200 to 300 starts out here in the raised beds.
288-ish.
288-ish, something like that. I don't mind her planting because she does better at it than I do. I need to bush hog though. I've already been bush hogging this morning. The dew's on the grass and it's getting hot, but I want to get this done so that I can park that bush hog for the rest of the year. Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods. Hit that old like for us, subscribe if you hadn't, and if you have, as always,
we appreciate you.
We do. Yes. We're going to get to it, guys. Stick around.
This may be I've bit off more than I can chew kind of day with as many starts as I have. The first thing I've got to get done is get all these green beans pulled up and picked. And the good thing with having beans in this bed, it kind of has acted like a cover crop, and beans will affix nitrogen back into the soil. With all of the fall crops, they're all brassicas, they're heavy feeders, so my Brussels are going to go in this bed. And then I've also got to get this okra torn out, the okra at the house, and the peppers. So I'm going to get as much of that done and as much as I can get in the ground today. It may run over into tomorrow as well. Matthew's getting ready to bush hog the watermelon patch, so I'm going through and pulling up the watermelons that are here. A few of them are still not quite ripe, but it doesn't matter, the pigs will still enjoy them that way. We are going to leave the okra. I'm saving some seed from those, so those will stay.
Those are the little baby ones.
Yeah. Here's a big one.
That was a little better. Second crop.
This right here, this little curly Q is completely brown, so this one will be good. I'm just going to get these green beans pulled up. We haven't done a picking off these yet, so there's some good sized beans. We have planned to have enough from here and the garden to do a canner load at least, but since the rabbits are enjoying the ones in the garden, depending on how much is here, I will probably just blanch them and freeze them. And you can see there's some good sized ones in here. And I'm just going to pull all the plants up and then go through and pick the beans off. You can do a couple of different things with the plants. A lot of times we will feed them to the pigs because they enjoy them. But I think what I'm going to do is actually compost these. We've got a lot of dry matter, as in the shavings coming out of the chicken coops. So adding a little bit of green will really help set the carbon that's needed in there to help everything break down. So that's probably what I'm going to do with these. Y'all, all the green beans are out, so let's see how quick I can do this. Y'all, green beans are done. I've got probably 2 quarts worth, so these will just get blanched and thrown into the freezer. Get these moved over to the compost pile and get on to the next thing. Now, if you saw our videos a few back, this was my pepper patch and my only saving grace to any bell peppers this season. This is a Hungarian pepper, and I had 2 different varieties, a right on red and an orangey sweet. And y'all, out of just, I think there was 24 or so pepper plants here, I was able to put up about 7 gallons of peppers in the freezer for us to use to cook with through this winter, as well as I used it in my salsa recipes. And so this is a heavy producer that I will be going back to growing again next year. There's still a few really small ones. I went through the other day and pulled the majority of them that are worth taking the time to cut up. And so now I'm just gonna get these plants pulled out, and had planned to go ahead and start planting in the raised bed. It was supposed to be cloudy today. You really don't want to transplant on a day that it is gonna get at least warm for any type of plants really, and the sun be on them all day long. The pepper patch, the reason I'm up here is it gets more shade this time of year now, so I'm going to pull the peppers up and go ahead and get the cabbages planted up here.
All right, y'all, I believe that's gonna wrap it up for us today here at the Piney Woods Homestead. I do believe we bit off a little more than we could chew today. Lisa had planned to, I guess, get everything pulled up.
I'm gonna still get everything pulled up, but
what you got here?
These are my stonehead cabbage, and again, we're not sponsored by, but why we love House Tools seeds is the germination rate, 24 out of 24, and I just did 1 seed per sale.
I'd say that's pretty good.
And they're big and healthy, and hopefully the squirrels are going to stay out of this.
Squirrels stay out of it. If not, we got something in there to make them stay away. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week. Hit the like for us. We'd really appreciate that. Once Lisa gets everything planted, we'll come back through and do a little fall garden tour. Y'all have a good day, a great week. Oh, and I was going to say, wasn't near as dusty bush hogging this time. Probably should have started about an hour sooner. It wouldn't have been no dust, but wasn't that bad. Got it done. Now I can clean everything up and park that bush hog for the year, hopefully.
Yeah, so it wasn't the Dust Bowl 500.
No, it wasn't the Dust Bowl 500 again. Thank goodness. It was more like bush hogging in the slow lane. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.